It seems like a lot of these Metroid projects are sort of getting kickstarted a little bit and then just completely falling flat. What's sort of happening with NCL and Metroid?
Are they hesitant to invest in Metroid?
Well, NCL just in general is extremely risk averse, especially with projects like Project Hammer, which wasted an enormous amount of money. You wouldn't believe how much money they invested into that before it tanked. So yeah, as I say, they're very, very risk averse, and especially with pitches. Let me explain how this kind of works with like first party things. What happens with retro studios, for instance, they get like 3 chances to pitch a project, right? They go to them with their ideas for like original properties, I don't know, just games in general, and they say we want to do this, and they get like 2 or 3 shots, and if they don't get it, then NCL they get one of their creative like heads to just like give them a safe project that they deemed that will be, you know, like safe to develop that.
Right.
So yeah, they're very, very, very careful. It's not just a Metroid thing. I know there's like a lot of people who think, oh, Nintendo's scared to make a Metroid game, and it's not just Metroid, it's everything they're like that with. And it's
but Metroid is just a little more risky because of the low sales numbers history.
I think that might be a factor in it. I don't think Nintendo is that bothered about it. It's sort of hard. I think we could see a Metroid project materialize within the next few years. I know a lot of people are under this impression that Nintendo is not listening to people with Metroid and they're holding back on doing new Metroid projects. For all we know, they could be doing one right now. They could be, extensively planning one. It just takes a while to materialize, and I'm pretty sure they are working on one. They've seen the fan demand. It's definitely there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, Miyamoto did that poll a while back, and Metroid just by far was the most wanted game on Wii U.
Yeah, so I think they're very protective of Metroid when they want. I was sort of thinking like a while ago, my theory was they want to bring it back in style, and they did Federation Force. So it's kind of
yeah.
It's kind of mixed messages, but it's a combination of them being very risk averse, not wanting to f*** up Metroid again, and just simply like, when are their creative people going to be free?
Right.
Let me just say, I think there is the potential that there is a Metroid game in development. It's whether we see it like next year or the year after. I think they're always working on new Metroid stuff, and a lot of the time it just doesn't materialize for one reason or another, and I think it's down to just them largely just being very risk averse, as I've said.
Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.